Hey, what's up, guys? Wanted to make a video today because in our last video we talked about what would happen if we wick down, and we just saw that wick down, and we saw a quick recovery. As I mentioned, that's what we had to see to remain bullish on the 6-year channel. But before I continue, it's not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence. Past performance is not an indicator of future performance. Don't make trades based off what I say, because I'm wrong, a lot. But I have a strategy which reduces my risk, and I have a strategy that works for me. So don't take advice based off what I'm saying. Take this information, absorb it like a sponge. But if Pete says, buy here, sell here too, don't take his advice either. Come to your own conclusions, follow your intuition. If your intuition's always wrong, then maybe it's time to start doing the opposite of, whatever your intuitive senses are telling you, right? But anyways, I wanted to make the video today because we did wick below. I talked about that earlier, and that's completely normal as long as we get the recovery, kind of like we saw here. There was a little wick below, and then we quickly bounced back up. And in 2015 we saw the same wick, and then we recovered. So that's a good sign so far. The weekly close is obviously going to be important, but now I really want to start thinking about what may happen if we break below this again. And if we break below this line again, usually it's a sharp bounce and we don't really get to that line again. But if we break below this, I'm going to want to hedge all my positions, all my bets, and it's quite possible that we see a capitulation. And I'm still going to be bullish just based off the price action I've seen, unless obviously there's a close below it. But it's quite possible we can go down to that about 5.8 level. So anything below 6.2, I'm going to hedge my bet, and then I'm going to rebuy around 6.2, 5.8 area. And that could be like a capitulation, like kind of like what we saw here. It capitulated and then, went on its way again. But it's possible that that happens again. Usually you don't want to see a retest of the support and then another breakdown of the support. That's not a very good sign. We saw our wick. I think we should, stay in this range now and slowly start moving back up. I think we're on course. The sell-off had me a little worried just in case we had a close below it, and then we had a retest and a failed retest, and that could potentially be a bad sign. But I think we're on course, guys. I think the space is kind of dead right now, and a lot of people are saying sell big. There's a lot of people that are mega bearish on Bitcoin, and there's a lot of people that they're mega bullish and they're expecting like more of a capitulation. So I think we've kind of found that in between area where perhaps this really is the bottom and we capitulated here, and we could safely say that this is the bottom as long as we have the close. We range here, and once we break out the channel, I think all of that's confirmed, and that's the official end to this correction, and we can start blasting off like a rocket to retest 20,000. I'm really curious to see if we're gonna hit 20,000 right there. I have a theory that we may. If it happens in February like last time, then so be it. But yeah, I'd say we're on course, guys. So but I just want to make the video because I think we should be aware that if we do break down again, that's not going to be a good sign. It could be a further capitulation down, and I'm me personally, I'm going to want to hedge up everything. But I think right now we're in a good range. I actually I bought even more Bitcoin. I don't know why, but I just feel like, if this is the last time we see, if this is an opportunity like this here, this bottom right here, or You know, if this is something like this right here, where we hit this range, we don't really hit this black channel too often. So, you know, I took the time to add because this structure looks so bullish. And, you know, guys, if you've held on for this long, maybe you're buying, you know, you bought down here, maybe you bought up here. Maybe you bought around here, and you know, if you've held, bravo to you. Just see that bigger picture. Look, you know, we've hit this top channel so many times. We've hit it twice. It's quite possible that we hit this channel again. All right, and maybe we'll break above it. So, you know, there's a bigger picture. Bitcoin, you know, if you're a believer in the fundamentals, then just stay focused on that bigger picture, that this is going to have amazing value. It may even, you know, if you're in a country like Venezuela or Argentina, or maybe a country that has a currency that's weakening significantly against the dollar, maybe it's a country with a lot of dollar denominated debt. I think those are the countries we're going to see those currencies really start falling, right? Um, but you know, just keep that in mind. There's a lot of value here. All right, there's a lot of value in the fundamentals of Bitcoin. If you believe in the fundamentals, then this stuff, all this stuff right here, is irrelevant, because a few years down the line, you should be in a very good position. All right. But yeah, anyways, a little longer than I thought. Sorry for kind of ranting off, but you know, trade safe, guys. Until next time, you know, the next video. I'll see you guys later. All right.